That nigga be crispy. Yeah, hey. I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take your girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas on. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at teach, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, got ass be poking. Sitting in front, cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D.
This is like a 6-step process to process your rice before it's edible. Exactly.
You just think you're just gonna pop it off a tree and eat it?
No, I didn't say that. Did I say that? And it's not a tree, nigga. I said it's a plant. A tree go crazy.
Fucking nuts in here.
Welcome back to So Shameless. Round 2. This time, no fighting. It's gonna be the first round. Ding, 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 ding. With no fighting.
The fuck is you looking at me for?
I
Andrew, please don't buy an
both of
Xbox.
y'all.
Andrew, do not buy an Xbox.
Andrew, buy the goddamn Xbox.
We have an Xbox already. He trying to buy an Xbox because the fucking Harry Potter game don't come out for his Xbox. It was supposed to be the 1st of April, and now it's the 5th. So this nigga about to buy a whole new Xbox when you could just wait 5 days.
Oh.
Like,
you know what? It sounds like something I would do. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna put the old one in that room and have the new one in this room.
no.
That's the type of shit. I mean, I'm gonna make a nigga. Fuck that. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. God damn it! I want to have fun. Mm-hmm. That's what my life is about. I don't like arguing. I don't like not doing what the fuck. I don't like going to the gym. I'm tell y'all that right now. Mm-hmm. But I was getting head standing up the other day. And my stomach was damn near sitting on her head. And I was like, no. Nigga, I'm looking in the mirror right there. I'm videoing the shit. Mm-hmm. I go to look in the mirror and I sucked my shit in. But she wasn't looking. I was. Mm-hmm. That's when you know. Mm-hmm. I had to suck it in for me. Mm-hmm. I was like, no, fuck this. So I'm in the gym working it out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What, Dodge? What are you thinking?
Malcolm is writing about rice.
No, stay. Yeah, okay. Malcolm still. Malcolm, you still. Why you bringing up old shit? You still on the last shit. I'm on the next shit.
The fuck is going on, son?
The caption. Oh shit! I gotta find it in the thing. Trav, thank you for all of your service, my brother. Hey y'all. If y'all out there, shout out to Trav. What is his name? Travis Michaud.
The show.
The show.
It's The Show. THECHAUX. The Show. Be sending us our topics for part 2. Let's see what he has here. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
For the toxicity. We are drinking. So once I start slurring, y'all know the episode is about to be over.
I think a lot of women are waking up and getting to the point where they're becoming disinterested in men who only want to be close to them based upon the way they look. I remember I was out with some friends, and one of my friends was absolutely gorgeous. She had guys that were coming up to her all day, buying her drinks, wanting to fly her out. And I remember her coming back to me and saying, Nate, I've become leery of guys who only want to get close to me based upon the way that I look without taking the time to actually identify if I had more substance. It makes me feel like they only want to be around me because of my body and because of my face. And I think that that's a valid point. And I think that there are a lot of other women that feel the same way. And I feel like as men, we should definitely get to the point where we understand that beauty may be the initial interest or the initial attraction, but a woman should be more in order for them to be in our space, in order for us to engage with them on a deeper level, in order for us to want to do more for them, they have to be more.
I bet you this nigga is not on no goddamn podcast.
Why you say that?
Did you hear about fake podcasting?
Yeah, I think he's fake podcasting.
I hate that shit.
I think he's sitting there acting like he's talking to a room full of people, and he's not looking in the camera.
Yeah.
But he's just But either way, I don't care. The message is good. That is from Nate with love. Yeah, that's from Nate with love, and he has a message that you actually should like talking to women. That was his message. That you to get fellas, there's something new. There's a new way to look at women. You actually have to like talking to them.
Check for substance.
Yeah. You can't just want we didn't know. You can't just want their breasts and their ass that doesn't fly anymore by women. They don't like it. Nope. They want to be spoken to. They want to be liked. Dodge, is this true? Amongst the women that you know?
Respectfully, leave me out of y'all bullshit today. I'm not doing it.
Cause like, damn, like I feel like every nigga knows that. It's the chicks that you just fuck with. That is their body, their looks. But them ain't the ones that you wife. The ones that you wife is the ones that you actually like. The ones that you actually like talking to and shit like that. You probably don't even like
so
fucking her no more.
you get to use some of them, and then some of them, they have meaning
Use
and value.
is a strong word.
I feel like men use women definitely, but women use men definitely, and that's the whole beginning dating process. Like, yo, you gonna take me out, you know, show me your value, whatever, and then I might give you some pussy if you show me a good time or whatever. It's cool, but you're not a boyfriend type. You're not a boyfriend type. No, you ain't. No, I'm not. No. You know what I'm saying? But you have fun together, and he gets some pussy out the deal. And she gets some food, she gets drinks, she gets a table. You know, she gets to go out to the nice club. She goes to go Carbone. And then you better, make her nut.
It's like, I know a lot of guys that don't have substance and they still pull chicks because there's still a good time for these chicks for whatever they want. Like, they may not want a long-term relationship, so they don't need a nigga with substance. So my reaction to that video is like, I understand what he's saying. I agree with what he's saying. But what about the dudes that basically just want to smash? Are they really looking for substance? Like, what's the point of looking for a woman with substance to smash? You probably are not looking for substance in those scenarios, because why would you want to just smash and go for a woman with substance? You might end up liking her and be like, damn,
that sucks.
This kind of goes against where I'm at in my life. I didn't really want to try to settle down. Now I met this amazing woman with all the substance.
Damn, I can't let it go. So now I gotta find a way to keep her around.
Right. When you're at that point in your life, you avoid substance.
You don't avoid substance. You avoid getting in relationships just because you like them. That's the thing. Right. Is that guys really, you still a collector. You're going to collect as much as you can get. You got a dope one and she got substance. You try to make her one of the pact. Mm-hmm. But the good ones is not trying to do that. So now you got to fool and act like you want to be in a relationship with her. Or you actually get in a relationship with her and try to fool yourself into thinking you're ready to be in a relationship when you're not. And you fuck the whole shit up. And you wind up fucking over a good woman because you weren't able to have that conversation with yourself to say, yo, I'm actually not ready for this woman. Even though I think she's amazing, I need to let her go. You try to fool her and keep her in the closet, and you're still trying to do your shit over here, and you fuck it up because she knows her value. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Get the whole thing. If you're gonna click that, don't stop at like, you're trying to keep it in the collection and just have. Don't do that.
It's definitely stopping there.
Just stop it right there. Like, gotcha, nigga.
Yeah, and in the comments, oh, these niggas are trash. Aren't they like 62 years old?
Josh,
they're so immature. Right
my
now.
problem with this video, and I think I found one, is like, okay, you look great. You like, guys are gonna love you because you look great. Isn't it up to you to show him more of yourself? Like, why? How am I gonna get to know that if you don't show me that? If all I'm seeing, because a lot of women are just this. A lot of women are just this. You get to meet them and they don't have no real personality. They don't have, like, they're stupid, they're homophobic, they're fucking users. I remember I was talking to this one woman, she was mentioning, like, a dude that she was talking to, she's like, this rapper, oh yeah, he's broke. No, I can't. And I was looking at her like, why are you telling me? I don't care. Like, wait, that should make me look at you like that's what you be thinking about?
I agree. It goes both ways. It's like if you lead with looks, then people are going to judge you on looks. The reason why when we talk about leading with money, it's like people are going to use you for your money if you lead with the money. So you know.
How do you lead with looks? Like, I just look like this.
So
lead with looks.
I'm just so. I just.
You want me to-
I
you want me
sit
to give you
here
an
in
example?
like perpetual confusion.
So
Like,
I can show you mad Instagram clips of people that lead with looks.
How are you
That-
leading?
How do you
with
lead
looks?
with looks
you have
when you,
your
when you
ass
take
out
pictures
on
like
Instagram.
this and shit like that? It's like that's leading with your body. You don't want to be judged on your body, but you're leading with that, and that's what I mean. I know a lot of women that have amazing bodies, but you wouldn't know by looking at their Instagram feeds, or you wouldn't even know by looking at them in certain public places. Like they reserve that for certain places, like the beach or something, or their own privacy, or the people that they're comfortable with. There are certain cases where, okay, you may lead with that, and you might get a lot of attention, you might get a lot of followers, but there's shit that comes with that, unfortunately.
I have something to say. I feel like with the clip or the friend that was talking to the guy, I think it's the women that present themselves in a way where they have substance, but the guy ignore them, or the guy don't seem interested in trying to get to know them and see the substance that they have, because they will just look at her and be like, okay, oh, she has a fat ass or whatever. Then that's all they think about. But I think what he's trying to say is that the ones that are portraying themselves as, with substance, the guys are just ignoring them.
And that goes back to my point. Any man that I know that's really interested in dating, really interested in a relationship or finding a wife, of course they're going to be looking for substance. But if they're not looking for that, if they're not in that stage in their life, or they just looking to smash, then they're not looking for that. You can't just expect all men to be looking for substance. You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
But he's saying that women actually, all right, I look good, but nigga, everybody thinks I look good.
Right.
That's like when you walk up to a woman and you say, "Hey, you're beautiful."
Right.
She's like,
Heard that 18
Nigga, I
times
know.
already.
Right, like,
I dress myself in the
anything
mirror.
else?
Like,
You're the
do you
third
have
person.
anything else to
Right.
offer?
Yeah,
you have
what-
anything else to
yeah.
say?
I know you got a
No?
dick. I know you want to fuck. Niggas send you. Then they send these chicks. They get a phone. They send them a DM of their dick or some shit. It's like, nigga, I know you got a dick. What do you have to offer me besides dick and audacity to send me a fucking DM, a dick pic? Like, what else?
Money,
Well,
trip.
most
Do you
niggas
know how to
have
start a
his dick in
conversation? Do you know how to
audacity.
carry on a conversation?
Do you know your homophones? That's important.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is that? What is that?
We do this,
I know this.
once a month.
I know it, but I didn't lock it in. I know what it is, but just tell
So
me.
what is
Just
it?
remind me.
No, so what is it? Since you know what it is.
Just can't remember right
I don't remember. You gonna ask me that when I'm drinking?
You had 2 sips of your wine, and that's
I
it.
was in the gym. It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit me. It hits deeper.
What?
It hits deeper. I'm drunk.
You're not doing good. Just say it.
What's a homophone?
Homophones are words that sound the same but are spelled differently and have different meanings.
Oh, why
like
didn't you just
blue
say that?
and blue, like your, and your, like two, and two.
I feel like she said this like 2 weeks ago.
I say this all the time, and you keep asking me the same fucking question.
So
It's
why
not
don't you just say,
sticking.
"Do you know the words that sound alike"?
Because there's a name for it.
It's annoying.
At this point, you might need to sit in one of my classes. Just come to a class one day. Just come sit in the class with the kids. And
I will smoke your fucking 7th graders.
my 7th
smoke
graders
them
will
niggas.
wow your shit up.
I'll be
me?
like, me. I know the answer to that. Yeah.
Sit in my class one day. Watch my 7th graders smoke your boots, yo.
Fuck out of here, little niggas.
Them niggas is bright. The vast majority.
And then I'll probably outrank them too. Like,
Guys,
look at your
remember we
little
sitting there
ass.
grading homework with you.
that was months ago.
yeah.
That was months ago. We have
Sorry.
evolved.
Yeah, well, I'll smoke them.
Whatever. I'll give you an
I will
exit
tell you
ticket
this.
right now, nigga. You will fail.
Nah, I will tell you this. Please. The actual way to really be a good dater and to actually have sex the first night, for you niggas that can't even can't see past the sex. No, seriously, I'm tipsy. It's,
No, you're not.
it's to actually know how to carry on a conversation.
Absolutely.
It's to actually know, be into a woman, listen to her, listening to what she says, being able to take what she says and add more to the conversation, which is it gives her thought-provoking questions and shit like that. Yo, once a woman sees that, because she's actually or probably somewhat interested in you, just off of looks and your presentation in the beginning. But what happens is when niggas open their mouth, a dick fall out. Like my dick. Oops, grab my dick off the table. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas start, fucking shit up. So actually knowing how to carry on a conversation is a skill, and asking her things about herself that's thought provoking is really a good way into her pants, for real, to be honest.
Can I throw something out there? So she doesn't want men to just focus on her looks and her body. Let's no problem. Let's just say hypothetically they don't just focus on her body and her looks, and they focus on her substance and this, that, and the third, when all the while they really just wanted her body. Like, which nigga is worse? Like, wouldn't you rather he just be as shallow as he really is? Genuinely?
No, but she's actually the idea is to not be shallow.
Right, I get that.
It's like, yes, there are shallow niggas out there. She does not want to date them. It doesn't cover up being shallow. It's actually not being shallow. It's actually having actual substance in yourself and valuing that in somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And still loving sex.
I'm going to tell the ladies what to do.
Oh, God.
When you go on a date with a man, ask him what is his stance on the Oxford comma.
Oh, boy.
And regardless of what he said, what is his stance on the Oxford comma? Use it or don't use it. And if he doesn't have a stance, run.
John,
that's it.
You can't just judge everybody on your own strengths. Like you're an English teacher. Right.
She's just.
But as women, Google it, understand what it is, and then ask them.
Because you actually Googled it.
Yeah.
You actually Googled it, so now you know. So you're gonna ask me a question that you know you didn't know before you Googled it, and then whatever I say, now there's a problem.
Do it.
Everybody isn't gonna be great. Yo, I'm not great at English. I'm great at math.
Right.
I can
great
do
at what?
Math.
M-A-F-F. I'm good at fucking math. I'm really good at math.
Say ask.
No.
Just say it.
What's 8 times 74?
I don't know.
Exactly. So you might know how to say ask. I don't know, but I'm
not. Just like that great at math. Math,
what the fuck is the problem?
My question to you is...
Let's have fucking fun, goddammit. Y'all sit here. Let's have some damn fun. We're drinking. We're alive. Come on now.
I don't do math. I don't do math, but he don't know it either. So that makes me feel validated.
Let's move on. Fellas, actually get some substance in yourself. Drink some wine, get some candles, make up your bed in the morning, find some little spritz.
You see, this is why Travis
Febreze
is
in
the
your crib.
shit.
You know what
fucking
I mean?
Shout out to you, Travis, you genius. Travis said, all I know is there better be an Oxford comma before that ends.
They had time to Google it. Most people that heard that shit just now, Googled it. Most people Googled it. Let's be clear. And still probably won't even use the shit, but whatever.
Respectfully, I don't use the Oxford comma. Sometimes I feel like it's a little pretentious, but whatever.
I believe, who is B. Marie? Is that Brit? The next topic that we have. Y'all ready? By the way, we smoking Instagram. The way that I'm so proud of the way.
Travis, please.
All right. Can we? Hey.
Smart.
There's a podcast here.
Yeah. And we're talking to the Patreon. And if you guys want to be a part of the Patreon, you can join Patreon by going to www.patreon.com/SoShamelessPod.
Cast.
That's what I said. Cast.
Podcast.
Okay, math.
What are green flags?
What you was chopping the wood with in the woods? What you was chopping the wood with?
A hatchet.
That's the problem, because you should have been using it.
And like really step outside of his ego Like acknowledging this is ego, and I'm gonna put it to the side. Like I feel like that's just a whole different level of maturity, and that's a complete green flag for me because a lot of men like their ego or their pride driven, right? So it's like so many of those things cloud what they're capable of being, or the type of treatment they're able to give a woman, or even just the outside judgment that they perceive from other people that prevents them from doing things that may make their lady happy because it's simpish, right? When I can remove all of that and I can be who I need to be because that's what makes you the happiest, like biggest green flag.
Facts.
Okay. What's the thing that men don't want to do for their women because of their ego? Shout out to Bring It Brat. Y'all know we had her on the show. I'm a fan. I mean, our Chicago therapist that wrote the book, The Things I Wish I Knew, I believe is the name of her book. Bring It Brat on Instagram.
You know, when we was growing up, I don't know if this is still a thing, but back in the 90s, like, it was supposedly frowned upon for Jamaican men, or I don't know if it's all Caribbean men, to go down on their women.
Weird, no man ate pussy in the 90s.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, so that wasn't a thing.
Not
That
really.
was a big. It was a big.
No,
Yeah, it
women
was like a
just started
taboo
sucking dick in the 90s.
Yeah.
Women just started sucking dick in the 90s. It was very much frowned upon before
Unless
that.
it was
And
a
when it did start, all
prostitute.
sex was a one-way
Prostitutes
thing.
did
It wasn't like, you know, niggas is reciprocating. Right, what?
No nigga did that.
Yeah.
It was crazy for niggas to do that. I ate pussy when my first
But
time.
you lied about it.
No, my
You
first
never
time.
lied about it?
No,
To
I
your
ate pussy
friends?
my first time. I mean, we didn't talk about it like that. We ain't no nigga was actually talking about what they was doing, and even if they was, I didn't know much about it. I had sex one time, and then maybe 2 years later, I had sex again. Then I started fucking with Janine.
I was getting my fucking box ate. 'Cause I wasn't with
Naming
nothing.
names?
Fuck out of here.
That was Bae. Remember Janine? She used to be like, "Oh, you going with him?" Yeah, Janine's coming with me. Yeah.
Nah, that
I need to
shit.
hit her up, by the way.
I
Not
think
like
there's a
that.
lot
That's
of
my
things-
friend.
I
We're
think-
friends now.
I know, but it
She
didn't
stuck
sound,
around for a long time.
didn't sound right.
Not like that. Not like that. Not like that.
It's a fucking mess. I think there's a lot of things that hold men back from effectively communicating in their relationships as it pertains to their ego.
Like what? What's something that men don't do for women because of their ego? Is that what she's saying, right?
Holding bags.
Holding bags.
Some men, some men will not hold their woman's bag because of their ego. Like, oh, nah, niggas gonna think I'm a bitch because I'm holding a bag. I can't hold your
That
purse.
does feel very bitchy though.
Why does it feel bitchy? Because if you're and I don't.
I'm
no,
telling
I'm not
you,
gonna use that.
You
term.
didn't ask a
if
question.
You're a
You
straight
asked me,
man,
and then you're not even gonna ask me.
I didn't ask you. No, I'm not
You
asking.
said, why
I'm
does it
just
feel
saying-
bitchy?
I'm saying, why does it feel bitchy if you are a straight man
And she
and
answered
you're
it.
holding a bag? Most people would assume that bag belongs to a woman
It
that you're
feels
with.
bitchy. It's not.
Oh, it
I don't
feels
care what
bitchy.
other people look at me. It's just like what I'm.
Yeah.
This is a weird thing for me to be holding this bag. Do I put it on my arm? Like,
Put it
do
on
I
your
gotta
shoulder,
hold it?
nigga.
Like, sit there? It's
On your
weird.
shoulder.
Put it on your
It's
shoulder.
just weird, yeah. And have it now. It's weird. Now it's even weirder. It's
Put
just.
the shit,
It's
wrap
just
that
a.
shit around you.
It's just like, yo, take your bag with you. I'll hold the other shit. I'll hold the other shit.
What if I
Just
don't
take
wanna
your
hold my
bag with you.
bag? What if my
It's
bag
just
is
weird.
heavy?
That's all. So I don't mind holding it, but I'm telling you that
You gonna
holding
hold it like this?
feels
You gonna hold it like a
weird,
like a fucking
Like a satchel?
chain? Like you
Like holding-
picked up a dog chain? You gonna hold it like this and keep it out like this ain't mine?
It's not
My girl
about
in the
what other
bathroom,
people
like, what
think.
you gonna
It's
do with
not
it?
about what other people
Yeah.
think. It's the actual act of holding it just feels weird. How am I supposed to? What is this? This is a weird thing, and I can't put it on my shoulder.
Why you can't put it on your shoulder?
Why am I putting this purse on my shoulder?
Because you're fucking holding
It's not
it.
about ego. It's not. I'm not doing that.
That's ego.
That's like
It's not
saying, yo,
ego.
oh, my underwear, right? Oh, I got cum in my underwear, but I'm at her crib. She ain't got nothing but panties. Oh, let me just put on one of your panties.
That's not the fucking same.
It is.
No, it's not.
It's the same thing.
You just made that the fuck up.
I did.
I hope that's the fucking clip for real.
It's the
now
same
people gonna
thing.
think you walking around wearing panties. Sounds stupid as shit.
All right, well, relax.
First of all, why can't you fit my panties?
Why do we got?
Weird nigga.
She fits all my clothes. Why can't if she can fit my shit? Why can't I fit her shit?
Why would you be able to fit her panties?
Because they stretch.
Your dick enough should not be able to fit in no panties, nigga.
Soft.
This shit gets.
It wasn't so
Shit
when
gets
that shit
soft.
small. We small dick shaming now?
We think
Always.
you think we just walk around with our dick
I
at
told
full
y'all,
length
keep
all
them
day?
little shits in the house this summer. Don't bring them shits outside.
If it's soft, it can't fit in the underwear.
Your dick cannot supposed to fit in my G-string, nigga. That shit, your dick and your balls
Y'all
can fit
tired
in my
of women-
thong. That's
All right,
crazy.
dick might not fit in. Dick might fit in balls, definitely.
You got all that shit. That's supposed to fit in my
How
thong.
is your balls fit? Because they're not even meant for that.
Yeah.
Like, come
There's
on,
no
son.
way.
Make it make sense.
I might be able because y'all shit just comes up right here. It might be able to come up right here, but the ball it's not. There's no way.
talking
There's no
about?
way. There's no way.
So
But
exactly,
they're
you should not be
meant
able to
for
wear my
that.
panties.
All
gonna
right,
be
but
a
why, do you have
lapse.
to, why did we make this a whole topic?
Because you started it.
It was just something I said.
Stop saying dumb shit.
It was just an analogy.
was an
Let's
analogy.
go on to a
Exactly.
different one.
Wrong analogy.
So give me another analogy of what
That makes sense.
that one. Yeah, because the one I said was
Y'all
perfect.
gave Melly something to drink too?
No,
Yeah.
She just popped out.
No, the
Is it,
second part
so is there all right?
boom.
Is there anything that a woman may not
Drink then, motherfucker.
feel comfortable carrying or feel awkward holding because it's something that's typically masculine or something of that nature?
No,
I really want to know. Like holding a purse is that's a thing. What's the question you asked, Trom? I wasn't listening.
Is there anything like put it in reverse, right? Is there anything that a woman may feel uncomfortable or awkward holding on to or carrying because it's so masculine and they just feel uncomfortable?
No, I think women like masculine things.
yeah.
So, for
It makes
example,
them feel like down.
I
They
got
do
on
that.
my
So, like,
jacket
alright,
today. Like, I
boys
like
and
that
girls
shit.
are different, right? A lot of time, boys are nasty. They'll play in the mud and shit like
Mm-hmm.
that. Whereas, like, if there's like a muddy football, boys will throw that shit around.
Mm-hmm.
You pass it to the girl, they might be like, ew.
But that's not egotistical. It's because it's fucking dirty.
But I'm just talking about the difference, like, in how it feels to that person. It's just like
So
awkward
carrying
or
a purse
uncomfortable.
feels like a woman picking up a muddy football.
Yes, that makes sense to me.
So it's like ew.
So it's like an ick.
It's
just an uncomfort or awkward,
feeling
yeah.
that we feel more comfortable doing, and y'all might not feel comfortable doing just off the presence of it. It's just like, ill. This is not.
But where
for
does
me.
it
I don't know
stem
why.
from? Where
Right.
does that uncomfortableness come from?
Where does the uncomfortableness come from? I don't know. It's a fucking purse. It's
So?
a woman's thing.
Why
It's a
is-
woman's thing.
Yes, it's a woman's
It's a
thing.
bag.
So you as a man holding it, like I'm saying, anybody with a fucking brain would assume one of two things. Either you're a gay man holding a purse, or you're a straight man holding your woman's purse. There is no in between there. So where does the ick come from holding it?
See, this is what you're just like jumping way past the obvious. I don't like holding the woman's purse because
Why?
how do I hold the shit? Do I put it on my fucking
Yes,
shoulder?
I
It's
told
a
you to put
woman's
it on your
purse. I don't
shoulder.
want to put my fucking your
So
purse
then
on my
hold it
shoulder.
like
It's
this.
weird. I'm not used to holding things on my fucking shoulder.
So hold it like this.
Toro, go ahead.
And ain't purses like mad tight on the shoulder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have something.
What purse is tight on the
like
shoulder?
a shopping bag. A shopping bag is like a purse. It's literally like a purse. It has
a
the
shopping
handle.
bag, yeah.
But I'm saying, how do you hold
like
a
a tote
shopping
bag.
bag? You
Yeah.
hold it within
With the handles.
So why
So
you can't do
do that with the purse?
Because it's a fucking purse.
Right.
That's the
Like,
that's
what is
point
wrong
that's
with
the point
y'all?
we're saying. It's
That's
like
the point.
What's the problem with the purse?
Y'all don't see what
he
he
says it's the way that he doesn't know how to hold it. We're telling you how to hold a purse.
But
by
y'all
the-
are also asking us like, why wouldn't you carry it? And we're literally telling you why we won't carry it, and y'all are still arguing with it. It's like it's something, and maybe it's hard to describe, but it's something that's uncomfortable or awkward about it, and it's nothing necessarily about what other people think. Ego driven. It's just something a little.
because it's the way of holding it.
Maybe it has a lot to do with how we're raised and the masculine, feminine standards. and all
Like,
that
it's
shit.
also the fact that
It
you're
is.
never supposed to go in a woman's purse. There's a lot of rules around this
Nobody
purse.
told you to go in my shit. I just said hold
It's
my
just
shit.
a lot
Facts.
of
I
it's
like
just a
that.
lot of things that come with that being your space. This is your thing.
Yes.
I don't fuck with it like that. I don't have it on the floor. I treat it with respect. Like, it's just something that's just it's an ick.
That's
That's
your
what
thing.
I said
That's
to you.
your
I said
thing.
that
It's your
earlier.
thing.
Like, it's
And
an
I said
ick.
anything else, like that's like saying like, would I go get pads or some shit? Yeah. I'll be like, yo, give me the
gonna say
pads. Fine, no problem.
Wait, so you can.
Me, I've learned that's not a
interesting.
big deal.
That's
Very
actually
interesting.
more. That seems a little
Me,
bit more
I've learned.
personal and invasive than holding a purse.
Well, I know, like you said, anybody that sees me getting a pad, what am I doing with it?
It's the same thing with the purse, my nigga.
I haven't been taught nothing about no pads, but you need them. the fucking purse, it just feels like it's your thing.
But there's a lot
I
of
just
guys
don't want
that
nothing
don't
with
touch
your purse.
What about painting your nails? Would you paint your fingernails a color?
I don't do anything. I don't know. You can ask me. I would ask more of a masculine man like Trom that question because I'll do anything.
Oh, Trom, would you paint your fingernails a color?
I wouldn't do it, but
Why?
because it's not appealing to me. But I don't frown on other men that do it. Like if I see a man that does it, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, you gay." I'm like, "All right, that's your thing." There's just certain shit that just don't appeal to me.
So
like,
niggas can just paint their colors.
For example,
paint colors on their nails now.
For
That's
example,
interesting.
a lot
I
of
didn't wanna do
straight
nails.
men, Tahoe included, my brother included, pierced their ears. I never wanted to pierce my. It was never something that I was like, oh, I want to go do that. So it's like same thing with painting my nails. It's like I don't want. There's nothing that's drawing me to that.
The most fire shit I've ever seen on a nigga nails. Nigga had a clear manicure with fucking diamond rhinestones on each finger. And I don't know why that shit was so fly, especially because I know that he beats niggas up. So it was something about the fact that I knew in my soul that nigga was a gangster. And on top of that shit, his nails was prettier than mine. I said, oh, this shit fire.
We don't know who this nigga is or what his thing was.
I'll tell you who the nigga is right now. I'll tell you who the nigga is right now, and you're gonna be like, yeah.
Whatever. At the end of the day is yeah. Fuck it. There are certain things that I think men just feel uncomfortable about. Ego. I don't know what my ego will stop me from doing for a woman, Britt. I wish I could call her.
Yeah, the first time I went to the store for tampons, it was a little uncomfortable.
I knew you was like, what, you?
But I made a joke about it though. I got to the clerk. I was like, "They're not for me." You know what I mean?
Well, obviously
had
they're
to-
not for you. Do you bleed out of your dick hole?
Of course, Dodge. But I had to do something. I had to say something to make myself a little bit more
Feel
comfortable
better?
in that moment, instead of just putting it on the counter like it's a pack of Dutch Masters. Like I had to say something.
Yeah, but I feel like that's obvious.
Of course.
It's it's mad obvious. It's like, yo, you at least you got some pussy around you. That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Right.
yo, my
Facts.
girl has a period, like you know, or whatever, or my child.
Can I say something
for
that's
that matter.
TMI since I'm the only girl in this show, but I'm not the only girl in this room?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have been using Thinx period underwear for like the last 4 months. It's so fucking good. No more pads, no more tampons. Just
You just be flowing on yourself.
yo, it's not on myself.
Sound
It's
like
like
an ad right now.
no, it's not. It does sound like an
Send
ad.
that check.
It does sound like an ad, but it's like it's been like such a like a liberating feeling that I don't have to walk around and go pee and be scared that I'm about to push a tampon out my fucking vagina because I'm fucking having my period. Like, ladies, this is not an ad. They're not paying us, but I'm telling. If y'all have questions, please DM me because that shit is amazing.
Do you know when your cycle's coming? Like you follow it by the calendar there?
Sometimes
What?
because it mine changes.
Okay.
And I'm going through a change right now, so Andrew is more on it than I am. So he's like, because it used to come like the first of the month, and he's like, it's not coming the first of the month anymore. It's coming like a little bit, like 2 weeks before, so he can kind of like pinpoint it out for me. Sometimes like, remember, it might come early this time. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Tahoe, you don't like that question? I'd just be curious.
What?
This is the purse.
This is the purse.
This is the purse.
Is this uncomfortable for you to talk about?
Yeah, I've been taught not to like the period thing. Is that's y'all
Tanae,
thing.
get
Somebody-
you some Thinx
That's y'all-
I would
drawers,
think that you-
bitch, fire.
Somebody like, you know, as sexually free as you are, I would think that you would want to know when a woman is on a cycle because that would prohibit certain
Why?
sexual acts.
No, it wouldn't prohibit
Well,
nothing.
it wouldn't for you because you
I
like
mean,
to
for
run
me,
red lights.
no, I don't like running red lights.
Okay.
I don't enjoy it. But some people do. It is what it is.
Okay.
It's like whatever. But yeah, just
scared to
thinking
death of
about
red lights.
menstruals and all that for me is just
Is it yuck?
yeah. I mean, I thank God for them. Yeah, it's a monthly reminder that no child support is coming.
Jesus Christ.
What's worse, men single at 80 years old, or women single at 80 years old?
Single.
Y'all want to see somebody get ran through? So, Honest Comedian says y'all bitches gonna love being single until you're in your 80s, no kids, and your family dead. Keep playing. Then Solomon came with the drag. He said, let's have us a more salient conversation. Men have shorter lives than women, fail to create healthy platonic relationships, and neglect mental health and emotional health. Why? He said, we love to use spirit of partnership against women, but at the end of the day, men should be fearful of growing old alone. He goes on to say the time we waste performing our masculinity before one another was the time we were supposed to be using to form meaningful bonds. Y'all boys are gonna like this one right here. It's nothing like knocking on 50 in your 15-year-old BMW, high blood pressure in a room with your mama house and a lifetime of estranged relationships. Wondering why you can't date successfully, so you look for relationships that you can manipulate with money and people you can control because you have not cultivated an emotional maturity to have an adult relationship. He said, but by all means, let's continue to talk about these women single and gingerly skip over why you single. Solomon said, don't be concerned about women being single. Be concerned about the possibility of a woman being able to cohabitate with a man who doesn't clean his fingernails, believes in Douce water alternative, and wants to lead a relationship but doesn't know how to lead his damn self. This one I knew he was coming for the drag. Men round in 30 start all that hating because they spent a decade being emotionally wounded community penis. He ended it by saying you bitter because nobody wants to spend the next decade of their lives fixing your brokenness and your bullshit. What y'all think in the comment section, man?
I love when men read other men. It just makes me so happy on the inside. Because nobody does it. And when we do it, we get called bitter and angry and lonely and bitches and blah, blah, blah. I stand a nigga that's going to read another nigga. Because at the end of the day, we've said on this podcast, women, we cultivate relationships, child. Even that single 80-year-old, she going to have a bestie. And what y'all going to have? Y'all going to have your dick. And it ain't going to work no more at that point. So then you have nothing.
And money.
So guys don't have friends? Or just old guys?
You gonna have?
I don't want to talk about y'all friendship.
I'm gonna be in the motherfucking strip club, and I'll be fine.
Yeah, you gonna be 80 years old in a strip club and have a 20-year-old taking all your little
That's
checks.
Right. That's right. I can't.
And you gonna be happy.
I can't.
And when you
wait.
have a heart attack in your house, you by yourself, ain't nobody there.
Wait.
You gonna be sitting there like, oh, help me, help me. Help me.
Finally.
Looking stupid.
Finally.
Stupid as
It's
fuck.
over. I have to wake up in the morning.
Finally, the misery is over. The loneliness has ceased to exist.
I'm tired of shitting on myself. Take me now.
And nobody here to wipe your ass. It's the big one.
God, yeah, this is a big one. I'm coming. Elizabeth. Elizabeth. I'm coming, baby.
First of all, the fact that there is a whole generation of people that have no idea what that means is so funny to me. I called somebody Arsenio the other day that's in their 20s and she did not get the joke.
I don't like men. I don't like niggas that do that. I don't like niggas that do that.
You don't like niggas that drag other niggas?
I don't like. I feel like
y'all hate accountability as much as us.
So I don't mind the accountability. I feel like you have to realize that, like, build the community. Like, what does that do to help the community? Build the community.
It sheds light on y'all bullshit.
All right, so you see it. We all see it. We all know. We all don't see it. So okay, yo, like, speak to a nigga like, yo, don't forget to build meaningful relationships that you can carry through life, that you can build, like, you can see you go through different stages, that can help you when you're going through some shit and you at a place where you don't have nobody to talk to. Don't forget to add that to your life while you're getting your douce, while you're getting your weed. Mm-hmm. Have meaningful people that can go through the different stages of life with you. That shit matters when you get older. But doing it that way is like, my nigga, shut up.
I call bullshit because that was a clapback. I call bullshit because that was a clapback. It was a clapback at men that talk shit about women being single in their 80s. And what he did was he turned that fucking mirror around and said, you can say all of that about these women, but skirt, wait, we don't have our shit together. And that's the thing that a lot of you guys fail to do. You guys can look in a mirror and say, oh, this is what y'all should do, But when it's time to turn that shit on, pull a Uno reverse real quick, everybody's like, I don't like the way you did that. You should build community. You should make us all feel better about ourselves and teach us. Each one teach one.
Deeper than that.
each one, teach
I don't
one.
sound like that.
Leave
When I
no
make
nigga behind.
When I give you the voice like that, you hate when I do it. But now that was
You've been doing
crazy.
it to me for years.
That was I don't even. That's crazy.
Each one, teach one.
I just
Leave
feel
no
like-
nigga behind.
I
Let's
feel like
build up
I've-
the brothers, even though it was a clapback talking shit about the women. No,
Why is
you don't
a
get
nigga
that.
clapping back for? Go ahead, Tron.
You don't get
I
that.
was just gonna say I understand where Dodger's coming from, but I also agree that it wasn't a constructive clapback. Like to the audience that you're talking to, like are they gonna receive that information well? Was it constructive?
Yeah, like I just feel like men need fucking. I ain't gonna say we need help.
Y'all need the medicine and the candy. Y'all can't take the medicine by itself. You can't have a cold
That's the
and
medicine.
I give you the
That's
Buckley.
the candy.
Yeah, no, that's not the candy. That's the Buckleys. Y'all don't want the Buckleys. Y'all want
So
the
niggas not
fucking
gonna
cough
take it.
drop in
So
the
then you
fucking
understand
candy.
what I'm saying.
Y'all are children.
No, but Buckley's candy tastes horrible too. But
I didn't say
it's not-
Buckley's candy.
Now we're children.
Yes.
Now we're children
Because
because when
you
Aaron
need-
said when Mr. Let Go said
sound like
it,
Mr.
it's
Let
crazy. So that's crazy how this shit always
crazy.
flips around.
Why y'all
and you don't
throwing
see
Aaron on me?
because you just did what he does.
No, I
and
did
there's
not.
A message
You just
in
quoted
his,
Mr. Let
There's
Go.
a message
No.
in his delivery, but it's how he says it, calling women children, that people always have a problem with.
No.
But there's a message in his delivery.
I'm
It's the
talking
exact
about-
same
I'm
thing.
talking about
and
real
that's what I'm
children.
talking about with this clip. There is
Okay.
a message there, but it's the delivery that's off. How do you
Because
expect
y'all need-
men
because
to
why-
be able to take that like in a way that's
Because you're a
constructive
fucking adult.
when you're talking crazy? Like that's crazy.
How is that talking crazy?
All
Y'all-
they're gonna do
you're
is
saying-
attack the messenger. You
That's
gotta
crazy.
know your audience. All
Okay.
men are gonna do is attack the messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Cause nigga, please.
Adults, children, doesn't matter. Communication is an art. You have to know who you're talking to, and it sounds more like pandering than constructive criticism, and that's just what it sounds like.
Okay.
So it is what it is.
Shout out to y'all. Growth. Because you have to pacify the truth for men. That's what y'all saying. You're saying pacify the truth, deliver it in a better way, pacify what it really is instead of getting to the meat and potatoes of the situation. That the fact that men constantly and continuously talk about how bitches is going to be single, they're going to be lonely, you might as well get a dog, get cats, you never going to have no kids, you never going to have a family. So that doesn't need to be delivered in any other way. But y'all are saying when it comes to
Queen.
somebody turning the mirror around and saying, wait, look at the man in the mirror first,
Queen.
because y'all don't have y'all shit together. Y'all are saying that it needs to be delivered in a
All right.
certain type of way. I
love
call
that.
bullshit.
No, you know what? I understand the problem here. I haven't expressed the right thing. So I agree with everything he said. I agree with everything he said. He actually made me think about it like, yo, damn, let me make sure that I go to Tanae's house tonight if she can't make it here for whatever reason, because she needs to feel loved and appreciated as well as she makes me feel. So I got that part. What I'm saying is there are way more niggas that don't think like me and don't think like Trom that affect people like you. So the message needs to be able to permeate to them. Because me, I can break that down in a way that's intelligently and say, okay, I get the message. Plus, I'm not the type of nigga that's going to really care about the messenger when I say, oh, you know what? I see what's happening here. I don't give a fuck about pandering. I'm a pandering ass nigga. That's what they call me too. What I'm saying is there are millions of niggas that are abusive towards women, that haven't even graduated from high school, that are ego driven, that are abusive in the way they think and behave. And
I
so you
agree.
have to have, when you want to communicate to them
You
in
have
a
to
way
pacify
that
their
you
bullshit.
have to. So yeah, you say it how you want to, but it's a thing.
But it's a
So-
fact. But it's like,
So it's a
but
thing.
once you speak facts, that's why I didn't call y'all
So you
children
might be able
in
to
a
get it
Mr.
off,
and
get your shit
let go
off.
type way. It wasn't like that. When I'm saying children is, I'm saying that your emotional intelligence is so low that I have to talk to you and pacify you like a child for you to be able to understand the message. So I have to come to you like, honey, listen, I understand that you think that relationships are supposed to go this way, but it needs to go that way
It's about
because
being
that's the way.
effective, dog.
It's not about. It's, no,
yeah,
it's about
it's a great
pacifying.
clapback
Just call this.
Clapbacks are great, but at what point are we trying to be effective here?
Frustrated.
At what point
in
are we trying to be
this
constructive?
room. This is where I get frustrated in this room because y'all are not stupid, y'all are not ignorant, and y'all are not these niggas that y'all speak for. So in this room, yet again, week after week after week after week, y'all do the same shit, which is pacifying the fucking behavior instead of just fucking naming it. Men need men to talk to them. They don't fucking listen to us.
Does every
and
week
apparently
after
when
week,
he
you
says
tell
it,
us
it's not
what
a
men
problem.
need. You tell us what men need
I don't
week after
tell
week.
y'all shit.
You literally just said it just now. We're telling you, the men that need to receive this message, how effectively it should be communicated to them. If you want to change, if you just want to clap back and get points for clapping back, then that's one thing. But if you want to effectively change and try to be constructive and make sure that more men are behaving in a better fashion, then we want to communicate in a more effective way. That's what we're saying.
So communicate it. I'm saying as the men in the room, communicate it. But y'all don't communicate it. Y'all shoot down the messenger. Y'all say, oh, this is not being done the right way. It shouldn't be done like this. It's not going to be received this way. Niggas is not going to listen to me. I'm going to be all types of bitches and hoes. And this is the time when y'all should be able to say, you know what? He's right. If you're not receiving it the way that he's saying it, so this is what it is. But instead of doing that, y'all are turning it around and making it something that it's not.
Okay, we're discussing our opinions on what was said. Tahoe admitted that he was right. I agree that he was right.
Okay.
But we're also adding to that some other points that we noticed.
And
that could be constructive for the people that really need to receive this message.
So make it constructive. Send the message out to the niggas that's going to understand it. Send it out as the men in the room.
I just did. I literally said all of these things. Like, yo.
Yes. But you also said that many men don't think like you, so they're not going to receive it that way.
I said,
I
said, as you're collecting your Hennessy or your Douce and your weed, don't forget to collect people that are going to be there with you through different stages of life. I did. I had this whole conversation. Okay. And I understand your frustration with us, so I'm not gonna gaslight you and make you think that. But we debate here on different things. One of the things that I chose to debate on in this particular conversation was the messenger and the way it's coming and the way people are gonna receive it, especially the people that it matters to receive. Mm-hmm. So it hit me. Mm-hmm. I got it.
It hit me too.
I got the message.
I automatically started thinking about like my older relatives and like, if a lot of times they think about like my grandparents and stuff, like, and oftentimes if the man outlives the woman, they're like kind of clueless on how to survive on a certain scale. And it's like a lot of men don't bode well independently from women in old age, which is kind of what I would stress in that clip that I noticed, that I took from that. And it's like, so there's certain men that, I don't know, you would talk to them like, you ever talk to a man and be like, a man that's like a player, and be like, who's going to take care of you when you're sick? Like, sometimes you got to talk to niggas like that. You can't just talk to them in different ways that don't make sense to them, don't hit home to them.
But why? I don't understand. I don't understand why or how we are supposed to continue to go forward in this patriarchal society of men run things.
Is it still a patriarchal society?
Very much so. Mm-hmm. Men run things. Men are the leaders of the family. Men are supposed to be the providers and the protectors and blah, 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 blah. But somehow, when it comes to real conversations about emotional intelligence, when it comes to real conversations about longevity, about relationships, about positivity and positive relationships and what that looks like, things have to be spoken in a way that undermines the power of men. Does that make sense?
I think you need to take it into consideration.
Take what into consideration?
The power of men or the ego of men
But ego is not power, because men, I feel like most men bode better once they learn how to drop their ego, because the ego is a barrier. The ego stops y'all from growing. The ego prevents you from moving forward.
I don't think that you understand the difference between power can be used in different ways. You can have mental power, you can have presence, a powerful presence,
right?
But you can also have abusive power. So there's different ways to consider that when you're thinking about how to come at a situation or a person, right? So when you're saying, "Oh, is this?" Why would you talk to them this way? Is because I realize how you might intake it and put it towards negative energy, which is negative power, which becomes abusive power, whether it be verbal, manipulative, emotional, whatever, with the people you deal with, or even the people you encounter on the internet. So I'm going to come at you differently. And I'm going to say this, that, and the other. And what I'm saying with things like this, I don't really enjoy posts like this, because to the niggas that need it, how many do you think react positively to this?
But they react negatively towards it because your ego is what repels the positivity. I feel like in most situations, your ego is what stops you from listening. Your ego was like, I'm above this. I don't need to hear this shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck what this nigga is talking about. I'm gonna move how I want to move. I'm gonna be, and that's all from the egotistical mind. That doesn't come from an emotionally intelligent mind. I don't feel like a human being can be emotionally intelligent at the level in which they should be as an adult and egotistical at the same time. I don't think that the two can coexist.
You don't feel that way, but you recognize that is a reality.
I do, which is why I'm saying you have to dismantle the ego so the emotional intelligence can come in.
Do you think that's what's going to happen out of this?
I don't know what's going to happen out of this, but what I'm saying is I don't understand why ego is so... I just feel like it's so pressed and so pushed. And it's like it seemed... When it comes to men and masculine energy,
niggas
it seems like it
ego.
is. I understand, and that's what I'm saying.
Nigga won't give a fuck about 25 years
ego
of his
is there's
own
nothing.
life
I don't see
over
the
something that's
positivity
damaging
of it.
his ego. So you have to realize that when a nigga don't care about his own self, what makes you think he gonna care about you? So now, as a man and a person who's been around that and understands it and has been that person, I'm realizing that the way I got to communicate with that nigga to get him to change the way he looks at himself and the world around me is going to be different than shoving the shit in his face and say, nigga, here, this is what you doing, bitch. And then because a nigga's not going to respond that way.
But that's not how that video
This
was.
is going to have a bunch of niggas in the comments coming at the women in the comments and the nigga in the comments the way you believe Traum and I are behaving right now. And I don't think that's what we're doing. What we're saying is, this is not effective communication to the community to the community that needs this communication, because it is a real message. But what is the positive effect of this particular message? I don't believe it permeates to anybody that it needs to. The water does not get to the soil. It's gonna just bounce off it, and niggas is gonna react badly to this.
But that's the problem, though. Do we not see? Are we not identifying that there's a problem with
There's
that?
a huge problem, which is why we need that.
Gosh,
I need to hear this.
Yes,
I need to hear that. Hold on, Chuck. Go
ahead.
Give me a second. So this is why I succumbed to when you said, yo, you niggas is not like, because you're absolutely right. I had to take a step back in myself and say, yo, you know what? I get what you're saying. But then I said, well, hold on. I did talk in a way that I thought was effective to that community. And that's the only problem that I have with that, is that this is like, all right, there's a lot of shit people get for clicks and social media, oh, yo, ha, 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 and this, that, and the other. But what does that do to the community? Remember when I said a couple weeks ago, where did the canceled go? It's the same thing I'm talking about with this. What's the point? And especially at me at 50, I always say this 50-year-old man, I'm not just going to do some shit that I don't have like real purpose, right? Especially to the community, especially when it comes to women or marginalized communities across the board. I'm going to say, all right, last week, or we was talking about pedophiles and whether they're homosexual. Wait a minute. What is the purpose of that conversation?
Right.
Let's not. Right. So I think about that, as a person that podcast niggas. And I just feel like, man, this could have been better or would have been more effective. It's cool to get your shots off. You got your shots off, cool. What is the effect? Because I feel like the niggas in the comment is going to abuse or be verbally abusive or textually abusive or commentally abusive way more than they'll take it home and say, damn, you know what? Let me go to the Bronx tonight because my girl's always coming out here. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to behave well to that. That's all I'm saying. I don't think you don't have a point. I'm not arguing against your point. I'm just saying I think that it's better to come at it a different way because niggas actually need to hear the message in that message.
Agree.
Versus women feeling like, yes, he gets it. Okay, nigga, you got it. There's mad niggas that's mad now and it's going to be more abusive to women now. They're going to be in our comments talking about Dodge now. They're going to be on the internet talking about these bitches don't this, these bitches don't that. And that's what the community is. We got to change that shit. That's the real problem. Go ahead, Tron.
Well said, Tahoe. And Dodge, I was never against you in this at all. Like, I agree with what you're saying. I just wanted to add to it that instead of trying to dismantle the ego, in my opinion, I would suggest acknowledging the ego, acknowledging that it exists and communicate through it. Like understanding how you need to talk to somebody with an ego may be different than speaking to somebody that has less of an ego. And at the end of the day, communication is all about being effective. Like you want the person you're delivering the message to receive that message. And each person is going to be different. And a person with an ego is, expecting to dismantle the ego, it might be easier to just acknowledge and accept that they have an ego and deal with them differently. Like Tahoe was saying, like the dudes with the ego, you can't come at them with the clapback and expect the message to be received. But if you don't, if you don't want the message to be received, you just want some points on the internet for people that's clapping with you, that's one thing. But what about the people on the other side of that? Do you want them to receive this message? If so, there's a way to talk to people that have egos. And if you want to get a message through to them, you know what I mean? That's
all right.
What it was.
Boom. So this is great. I'm glad that we all got our shit off. I will say this. I do not like when you, Dodge, it seems to feel like you don't feel we're listening to women or are avoiding holding men accountable. I don't want you to feel that way.
Right.
I don't want you to feel that way. You said it for a few weeks now.
Right.
So, I will listen to that in the way that I communicate on here. I will listen to that. Because I don't want you to feel like that, and I don't want the women that listen to the show to feel like these two niggas don't get it. Like, I do want to get it. You know what I'm saying? But I am also a man. And this is one thing that, we were saying during the argument that you guys were having last week, that, this is our experience or whatever it may be. But in that, I also think that communication, listening is so much more important. I heard you. I want you to know I heard you. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel like, I always got to prove something to these two niggas. I don't want you to feel like that. You know what I'm saying? So
I
that
put the whole
being said,
women community on my back every week instead of us just having discourse. It's like, you got to speak for the women. You got to do this for the women. All right, cool. So if I'm going to speak for the women, then y'all niggas going to start holding niggas accountable because y'all want me to put bitches to the fire every week and hold them accountable for their behaviors and the things that they do and the things that they say. And when I ask y'all to hold men accountable, the shit is always optional.
I accept that.
Optional.
I do want to say that at the
That's
end of
like
the
the
day,
Jonathan. Go ahead.
we always want what's best. Like, you know what I mean? We all have women that we love, and we're never absolving men of accountability if we point out things that the woman in the situation can do. That's not necessarily absolving men of their accountability. But point taken. We understand your frustration, and being two of us and you, it seems like we're being combative, and we don't want to do that.
Look at you. That was nice. Y'all want to talk about something different than men versus women for a second?
Please, God, I'm tired of y'all. All this fucking shit.
Oh,
so
man.
much other stuff
It'd be
to talk
tense
about.
in this, so shut up, nigga.
At this point, I would rather talk about reality shows than drama.
No,
like,
you want to talk about Love is Blind and shit.
I don't want to talk about Love is Blind. What I would love to talk about
Bridezilla.
is fucking Real Housewives Girls Trip. I would love to talk about the trailer that just came out for Real Housewives in Atlanta. I would love to talk about Potomac. I would love to talk about some shit that's actually fun. But no, y'all niggas want to have fucking gender wars every week.
Boundaries in co-parenting.
Hell yeah.
There's a clip here.
I'm so happy I don't have to co-parent with nobody. The fuck?
Let's see.
But what if we got kids, Ace? Then y'all fucking co-parents. I ain't gotta be your friend. This is a professional relationship we got. I mean, when you picking up the kids? Hey, the kids got soccer practice. Can you scoop them? We are handling our responsibilities. We ain't gotta be friends to do that. Matter of fact, trying to stay friends with your co-parenting ex is half the reason why you keep having trouble. And every time y'all fall out because y'all trying to be friends and it affects the kids. Nah, we gonna keep this very, very professional. And some of y'all kids are like 7, 8, 9, 10. They got their own phones and You don't even need to call me directly. You got the numbers to the school. You can call the teacher if you need to check on them. Why you need to call me to ask me how the kid doing in school? But what I'm saying is, y'all have boundary enforcement issues. Just because we got a child together don't mean we need to be friends. How are y'all defining friends? Y'all must call everybody your friends. I'll be respectful, you know what I'm saying? Because you are parent of my child, I'll be respectful. Friends is a stretch. What if we got kids, Ace? Then y'all fucking co-parents.
Y'all think y'all agree with this?
I like that.
I agree in totality. I'm very business.
Yeah.
I might laugh and joke with you, but you're not my fucking friend, my
Now
nigga.
you should be friendly.
Yeah, we can be
Absolutely.
friendly. We can be cordial.
Right.
We can have a respectful relationship, but we ain't no fucking friends. Nigga.
What's the problem with being friends though? What have y'all
That
seen
shit-
that?
that
Have y'all
shit
seen
get
that
real
turn?
muddy.
How?
It gets muddy sometimes because when expectations are not being met correctly, like if me and you are friends, right? And if you do something that pisses me off or something I don't agree with and we have an argument, I cannot talk to you for a couple weeks and be perfectly fine. You're my friend. But when you're co-parenting, you can't have those same reactions because you still need to effectively co-parent. And children, they're alive. They're living beings. So you need to communicate. You might need to have a conversation. Can you I don't know if you've ever been in this situation before, but can you imagine if you and your ex or whatever, y'all think y'all friends and then y'all get into an argument about something and then the bitch don't want to answer the phone for weeks, but you need her to answer the phone because we trying to have a conversation about these kids, but she don't want to answer the phone because she mad at you because of an argument y'all had. That's because y'all thought y'all was fucking friends. We not friends. We don't have to blur those lines of the relationship, and then we have to deal with like the petty drama that comes with it. If you keep it very business casual, if you keep it very good morning, good afternoon, how you doing? I need this. Do you need that? Are you okay? Is everybody okay over there? Cool. Everybody okay over here? Like you got to keep it real cute.
I don't like it. I think that it's okay to have that relationship. I don't think it's okay to say if y'all have gotten to a place where y'all are not controlled by y'all emotions from past hurt or pain that y'all have been through, that y'all can't be friends because y'all are raising your child. I think it's a really good look for the child to see the mother and the father that are really friends, that are really cool, still have their boyfriends and girlfriends around, and it's no fucking big deal. The problem is people don't get over the emotions from breaking up. You're still raising a child with your ex. That's not the thing anymore. At some point, y'all just become co-parents and y'all can be fucking friends. Y'all can be past friendly. I would love that. I asked my baby mother to come to Kingston Drinks. She won't do it because she has established certain boundaries because she's in a whole new relationship or whatever it may be. She knows that this is the best way that she can communicate with me if she stays over there. I'm open to friendship. I don't have those feelings from the past no more. I've forgiven myself. I've forgiven her. At this point, I love who you are. I love what you do. I love the person, the parent that you are. We could be whatever.
But I don't think that that's the same because I don't think it has anything to do with past feelings of your relationship. I think that sometimes as you grow...
Keep in mind, hold on, before you say that, I don't mean to cut you up, but I want to make sure I don't want you to enforce a point because we're talking about a person. She may have established boundaries.
No, I wasn't talking about her. I wasn't gonna. Right. I don't do that. I'm. What I was saying was, I feel like sometimes as you grow, people change, and because you're not in a relationship anymore, you don't have that close proximity anymore. So you don't really know this person as well as you used to. Because when you speak to somebody every day and you're in a relationship with them, like I feel like people change. Like I feel like everybody changes. You evolve sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad, or however it may be. But I feel like once you decide that you want to be friends and you blur a line, then you might realize like, yo, this is not, If we didn't have a kid together, would we be friends?
But then you can always go back the level, back to where y'all are saying you should be.
But why
because
even
it's like,
cross that boundary?
some people, like for instance, I have women that I know that I consider friends that we used to have relations. We had feelings for each other, but that disappeared. Time passed, and we got back together, and now they come out, or they be like, "Yo, come to my birthday party," and I'll pull up, and I'm not thinking, "Oh, I'm at my ex's birthday party." It's my homegirl.
Right, that's your homegirl.
It's my homegirl.
So I agree with you there, and I think that it can work, but it depends on the two people. I think
It depends on the two people.
Definitely depends on the two people, but I think that is rare. I think in most cases, it's not a good idea. The reason being is because co-parenting is a very delicate relationship. It's a very sensitive relationship. There's so much shit that could go wrong, and you really want it to go right. It needs to go right. You know what I mean? So you don't want to mess with that delicacy. Something that's delicate and fragile, you don't want to mess with it. Friendship, romantic type shit, sexual type shit will mess with something that's delicate and fragile. So it's usually 9 times out of 10 it's best to just leave it where it is. It's so important and so delicate at the same time. To Daj's point, if you're friends, that means you might hang out, right? You might go to a party together. You might, and at that party, social interactions happen. Something might go down where it could be, you might look at the person in a certain way, and then y'all go your separate ways. It's not an argument or nothing, but you might look at that person differently. And then the next time you need some flexibility, like, oh, I know this is my weekend, but I can't pick up my son. Can I switch? And then that person says no. You wondering in the back of your head, like, damn, are you salty because of the other night? Because something happened when we was hanging out? Like, that's what I mean by it's not a good idea. It's a very delicate
My
thing.
problem with that is what he said in the video. There are other ways to co-parent besides just having, like, yo, the person might have a phone. Like, you could talk to the teachers at school. You can still co-parent. You still know your times, this, that, and the other. Just because something happened with y'all as friends, and we're always talking about the negative things. What about the positive things? You know what I'm saying? What about being able to have your child around both parents and they're not being fucking static or this weird energy, or the child feeling that they got to choose one side or the other? The fact that this child is growing up in a space where, yo, ain't no negativity.
Well, that's where
We're
it's friendly.
good. Right. But then there can be times where something may happen for whatever reason, because I don't see real friends always got to fall out. The lines are drawn already. Y'all know y'all not fucking with each other now. Dick and pussy, not involved. We're not talking about friends with benefits, right?
No, not at all.
We're just talking about friends.
Absolutely not.
Why is that going wrong? Why is that? Why is that something that we're saying, attributing all of these negative occurrences?
Because sometimes people are not friends, and it's hard to build a friendship afterwards. I feel like if you had a grassroots of a relationship where it started off when you guys actually established a friendship, and then it built into a relationship, and then it didn't work, it might be a little bit easier to go back to being friends. A lot of people in their relationships start off of a mutual attraction. I'm attracted to you, you're attracted to me, then we start to get to know each other, then we start liking each other, and then we start fucking, and then maybe we have a baby.
Pregnant.
Forever. But the fact of the matter is, y'all were never friends to begin with. So it's very hard to build those types of relationships. There are exes of mine that, outside of the fact that I found them attractive, outside of the fact that we were dating, we can't be friends today. We not friends. We don't even have nothing in common outside of the fact that we liked fucking each other and then wind up turning that into a relationship some way, somehow. So I don't see that. I do feel like friendship would be nice. It would probably be the best thing that a person would want in co-parenting, but it's not the status quo, and it's not something that I feel like should be pushed. Sometimes people need hard boundaries, and I know that in like my relationship with my baby father, there are boundaries that also need to be set, because we did have an interesting relationship. I would never say that we were friends, but we always had great conversations and great discourse, which can be masked as friendly, but we're not fucking friends. Like it's a great conversation, and we can sit on the phone for 2-3 hours and talk about a myriad of different things. But at the grassroots of it, you still kind of a fuckboy. So why am I even being friendly? Like, why are we even playing this friend game when we know we're not friends?
So you know, my limited I don't want to say discernment because I use that word all the time. I probably always use it wrong.
You
but
don't.
It's like I don't want to project what happens in our personal relationships or ones that we've seen go wrong where they probably shouldn't have tried to be friends with their person onto people that are friendly, that are friends and have made it successful. Because I think that's a dope atmosphere to be able to create successfully. I think if you can do that. Now, what Ace was saying, shout out to Ace Metaphor. Shout out to the Tonight's Conversation cards. I love it. I hope you get on there. I can't wait till you get on there. I know it's going to be great. What I will say is I don't like the idea of him saying, or I don't agree with, can't say I don't like it. I don't agree with the idea of him saying you are a person that has failed to set boundaries for yourself. You're probably one of those people that can't do that because some people are able to get rid of all the negativity of past failed relationships and say, hey, this is where we are now. And things have happened and y'all go to the movies together with the kids and y'all are able to plan things well with the kids. Yeah. And you know what? Y'all can have drinks. Are you doing something? We having a barbecue over here. Yo, come on, invite your friends and everything is cool. And hey, your girlfriend's here, my boyfriend's here and everything is fucking cool. It's not a big fucking deal.
I think
some people can do that.
That's great in essence in a way because here's a scenario.
Girlfriends.
Here's a scenario, right?
West baby mamas date each other.
I know.
Go out with each other.
Yeah, I think that that's cute. It's cool. I think that that is something that's fun that they have been able to like build within each other.
I agree.
And I also think that they are an anomaly of a situation because when it comes to friends don't have the same boundaries. Like you being my friend, you can call my phone at 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night. And I don't feel no way. My baby father can't. Because I'm going to be like, why the fuck are you calling me at this hour? This is a little bit different. You understand?
Y'all don't have that relationship.
But we do though. And that's the thing that I'm saying. Because we have this relationship where we talk and we laugh and we joke. But there's still a boundary that needs to be created because of the situation. Because we're not friends. We are friendly.
The reason I can call you at 10:30 at night is because I've never ate your ass. Okay? So you're laying next to a nigga that does. So if it's another nigga that has ate your ass, why is he calling you during ass eating hours? There's a difference. So Gunna's never gonna look at your phone like, yo, why is Tahoe calling you? Because he knows that you and I don't have that type of relationship.
But that's what I'm saying
your baby
about baby fathers.
Can blur lines with that in that situation.
My baby father can't. He shouldn't. I would be annoyed if Andrew baby mother called him in the middle of the night and they cool. If she called him in the middle of the night and it's not a fucking emergency, I'm gonna be like, that phone call couldn't wait till the morning?
So this is the thing.
That shit couldn't have been a text?
This is the thing. As your friend, if I was your baby father, I would know not to call you during certain hours. And if I did, I would say, yo, my bad.
Then you're not, because there is a boundary there because you're not really my friend.
Friends can have boundaries.
My friends don't have that boundary. You can call me whenever. I'm not finna answer. My phone going D&D at 8:30 regardless. So call 911, bitch, at this point. But what I'm saying is my friends can call me at any types and time of the night because they are my friends. I do not want my baby father calling me at 12 o'clock in the morning. I don't give a fuck. There ain't no emergency, nigga, for me. Call your bitch.
All right. Three? Welcome back, y'all. We just had a whole Patreon episode that we are uploading to Patreon that was not appropriate for this episode. We also have a whole show coming up with different personalities that will be, we did one last week. We did our 0 episode with Tierra, Reek, and Sayo. Mm-hmm. We actually have our next episode coming to Patreon next week with 3 different personalities that will be going over our interesting clips, interesting moments that we've had on this show over the last month, and maybe things that we've had prior to that. So tune in to Patreon, www.patreon.com/SoShamePodcast. You can also join the Discord in there where they talk about all types of shit. It's some nudes in that motherfucker too. Have you ever gone to the news section?
I have.
We're in Discord.
Yo, these motherfuckers really
Nudes
posting
and
titties and
lewds.
ass and
Nudes and
dicks. Niggas is just in the Discord posting dicks. I'm like, what is this? Hard or soft shit. I thought y'all was keeping that shit the hard or soft.
No,
You
they
said, fuck
freaky
that.
in the So Shame. Shout out to the No Shame gang crew that are
So-sos.
out in the No
So-sos.
Shame gang crew.
And
Where they at?
so-
They in Vegas?
NSG.
That's
Dina,
where they
where
are
y'all
right
at? Y'all in Vegas? They went on a fucking trip. Niggas did not invite us. That's fine. Live your lives. Have a ball. Nobody get pregnant. We don't want no fucking So Shameless babies.
Well, yeah. This week, in these niggas. Damn. I guess we already did this week in these niggas.
Okay.
Let me see. Hold on. I might have more.
Jesus Christ.
I always got more. Let's see what I got. Huh? The show was long today?
Show as long as fuck.
Is it?
Always.
Yeah, my bad. That was a long break.
Melly, please. Melly will find something to complain about. Jesus Christ. God damn. Oh, the show's long. Oh my God.
Where's my kid?
This week in these niggas was supposed to be Jonathan Majors. So we'll go to this week in these bitches, which is supposed to be Tyrese's girlfriend.
Well, did that already. Go into cap and no cap so I can go home.
But we actually have the another one that Trav put in here, and the caption is "Women are nasty."
Huh?
I don't know. Trav put some in here. Women are nasty.
This is really weird that I do this, and I don't know if other people do this, but I don't always wash my hands after I pee, especially if I'm in my own house, right? Like, I know how to pee in a way that doesn't make a mess on myself. Ew, sorry. But anyway, I do this thing where if I have guests over and, like, I go to pee, like, I'll turn my sink on and, like, pretend to wash my hands and, like, kill some time so that they think that I have washed my hands. But I haven't. So I actually go through the process of actually wasting both water and time just to kind of keep up with a lie.
You could have just washed your hands.
That actually doesn't matter. Anyway, anyone else do that?
Yo, the TikTok noise is crazy. I just said some wild shit.
Hey, why are we so mad at people that's brutally honest?
Do you do that?
No.
You're the cleanest nigga in the world, so I know you don't do that.
What do you mean? I'm not the cleanest nigga. So, all right, I will be honest
What do
about
you
one
mean
thing.
I'm not the cleanest nigga was a flex?
I will be honest, I don't always use soap. I'll just rinse my hands.
But
with,
what is
like,
the
hot,
whole washing
warm
after
water.
you pee thing about?
I'm with Don King. Like, you should wash your hands before you pee.
Before you touch your shit.
Yeah, before
This
I
shit
touch
gotta
my
go in
dick.
somebody's mouth.
Like, my dick is clean. I gotta wash my hands after I hold my dick. My dick is clean. I don't want to touch my dick with the hands
Shit
that was
been
out in
touching
the
mad
world.
shit.
Yeah.
So why am I touching? Look at Dodge. Why are you so disgusted? This is your third glass of wine. You think that niggas are not being healthy by saying you should wash their hands beforehand? Like, what is the point of after I touch my dick that I have to wash my hands? What's the point? I do it because of the world tells me to do it. But why am I doing this? I don't know why. My dick is a dirty thing?
That shit is clean. It's been tucked away from the outside world all day.
Everything else on me is dirtier than my dick. Everything else. Do I have to wash my hands before I give you a handshake? Because you come in and give me hugs, kiss my cheek, everything. I've been out in the world, whatever, doing whatever. You don't think about that?
So you don't have like residue of like pee.
Residue of urine? Really? Really?
That shit don't
Really?
splash up. That shit be splashed all over the fucking seat of the toilet. I'm pretty
If
sure
your
that's splashed in
hands
your hand.
get wet, then of course you're gonna wash your
The
hands.
residue. The shit that you can't see. The mist.
The residue, the mist.
Yes, you need to, because is this homophobia?
How is this homophobia?
This is a homophobic thing. I think washing your hands after you pee is homophobic. Because niggas want you to wash the dick off your hands before you touch them. That's what it is. The niggas want you to wash the
I don't
dick
have the fortitude
off
to deal
your
with
hands. It's not about no pee.
It's
the dick.
I actually understand the thought process of washing your hands before you touch your dick. I'm not against that, but then I would feel like you should also wash your hands after you touch your dick, because regardless of if it's been tucked away from the world, it's still your genitalia. Like, vaginas clean themselves, but that does not absolve me from washing my hands once I touch my shit.
The reason why y'all gotta wash your hands because you gotta stick your hand in your ass.
Why do I have to stick my hand in my ass? Why the fuck would I have to stick my hand in my ass?
Josh, you have mad leg.
I'm
ass,
aware of what I
connection.
have.
So you have to get up in there to get all the moisture.
I have to do a lot.
You gotta do a lot. So that's why you gotta wash. Melly, you don't have to do it. You don't have no ass.
First of all,
what?
Dick has a very distinctive smell. So once you touch your dick, your fingertips are going to smell like dick. So you might want to wash your fucking hands. It's not only just because of bacteria and shit. Once I fucking wipe my pussy, my fucking fingers smell like pussy.
What does pussy smell like?
It smell like a fucking kiwi strawberry Snapple with ice in it. That's what it smell like.
You made that up.
Real fast. Off the dome.
She came up with some sweet shit that is delectable.
Kiwi strawberry Snapple
that
with
shit
ice
smell,
in it.
That shit tastes good as shit.
Yeah, right?
She
Okay.
was like...
With the ice in it?
With the ice in
it.
it. That shit refreshing.
Any coochies don't have to wash their hands, Travis said.
What?
Any coochies.
Any coochies go crazy.
I will say this, white lady. You stood there by the sink doing all of that.
All that performative shit. Girl, just wash your hands.
Just
if
wash
you're
your
not going to wash your
hands.
hands, just get out. Like, why you performing for
what
the
is wrong with
people?
you?
Because you know you wrong. Because if you ain't feel like what you was doing was wrong, you would piss and
That's
walk
some
the fuck
dirty
out.
shit that you are avoiding water. It's not like you just walk. It's like you're
You
like
turn
sitting
the
there
shit
like,
on just so it can run, and you just ain't. You don't want to just throw your hand under it real quick with a little bit of.
Yo.
And you would not put it in the water. That's crazy.
I ain't gonna front. If I'm in a public bathroom and I see somebody, especially come out of a stall and just walk right out the bathroom, I'm like, you nasty nigga, boy, I tell you. But I ain't gonna lie also, there's times, and I said this before, there's times where I don't use soap for a reason. I will rinse the shit out of my hands in some warm water, but soap will dry your shit out.
If you don't got no
if
lotion?
I don't have lotion on me,
I understand
then
that.
I might be out at a restaurant or whatever. I'm not necessarily using soap, but I'm gonna rinse the shit out of it.
All right, cap or no cap? Jesus Christ, we got to get the hell out of here.
I can't wait to go home.
Almost 10 o'clock at night. We've been recording for almost 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I fought for people. I should have just fought. Cap
No
or no
cap.
cap? I fought for people I should have just fought.
Okay.
No fucking cap. You ever had that? I remember telling a motherfucker about another motherfucker. And then them two motherfuckers got together and started talking about me. I said, wow.
Yeah, right?
What the fuck? And what I told them both was true. Or what I told one about the other was true.
Yeah.
So now you didn't give a fuck what I told you about the motherfucker. You accepted that shit, got with him,
Yep.
and both found fault in me. Ain't this some motherfucker?
Yep.
Boy, I tell you.
Cap or no cap? At Nina De La Flores says, when y'all talk about not doing wife things for a boyfriend,
It's my favorite quote right now. I'm sorry.
how come having sex and popping out babies ain't included in that? Y'all will do all of that, but draw the line at making a sandwich?
No fucking cap, bro.
That shit too easy, Trav.
Shit.
Trav, that one's too easy. I don't know
sent
who said
that
that.
one
You
to
sent
him.
that one to him?
Yeah, because that shit funny as
Cap,
fuck.
no cap.
That shit no fucking cap, son. You could have a sandwich, my nigga, but you ain't getting no fucking pick-me.
Bitch said, yo, add somebody who you would wake up at 3 a.m. and make a sandwich for. And Shorty added my shit.
I'd put a picture of Drew like this nigga.
Oh, you built on there?
Fuck out of here. This nigga wake me up and was like, yo, babe, can you make me a sandwich? Yes. For you?
Lying ass bitch.
I would wake up and
me,
make that
Gunna.
nigga a
I
sandwich.
don't mean to call your girl a B word, but
You don't understand the shit that we've been through the last couple. I'm telling you, this nigga is fucking fire, son.
nah, he's fire. He's actually he's fire.
That nigga fucking fire.
Cap or no cap? At real main feeling. By the way, shorty, that at name is fire. Real main feeling. That's cool. It's got 3 fire words in it. The best way to save money is to just stay in the house.
No cap. I hate leaving my house. That's why I hate coming here.
Son.
Damn.
I don't fucking like leaving my house, yo.
I will say that I do agree with you.
That shit costs mad bread.
That's why
just
I'm
to
glad
leave.
we record right here.
Outside is expensive.
Yo, so I'm gonna let y'all know to the wide world. I do not know if So Shameless and Hard or Soft would be a thing if I didn't record in my house for the last 6-7 years.
I agree. This shit is a lot. My cab ride home is $65 a week.
Niggas trying to pop out fucking what?
What?
Niggas trying to pop out new podcasts. I just be like, y'all gonna pay them fees? Y'all gonna pay them studio fees? Go ahead. Because a year in, you're talking. So if this is $225 an hour, or even a week, saves $200 something a week, and you're recording 50 weeks.
It ain't even
That's $10,000.
It's not even just that. That's the easy math. But it's about just being outside. Just the stores you got to pass by to get somewhere, and the temptation, like, oh shit, there's a cookie spot that's open. Like, oh shit, I could grab something.
Will distract you?
Yeah, nigga.
One
Like just
cookie?
stores will distract me. Like you just like niggas. Like I'm niggas. I like spending money sometimes. You just be out.
Except unless it's for bitches. Unless it's on bitches. Fuck out of here. At cap or no cap. I want a cap or no cap Trump statement just now. Cap or no cap at Baby Aries. By the way, that Abby looks amazing and not necessarily directed towards you, but bitch, post yourself. Why you got 7 filters? Y'all bitches be stacking filters and shit.
Stacking filters goes crazy.
You ever see somebody that only posts from here to here? It's like, bitch, I know you fat. Come on.
You saw the shit I sent to the
No.
chat?
What did you check? Yo,
I didn't. I never sent it. Nah, it's this rule in Paris where they're trying to.
Yeah.
No, in France, whatever, where they're trying to make filters.
You're trying to make filters illegal.
Illegal, right?
You have to tell
Oh no, you have to tell people.
Right. You have to
Or you
disclose.
get
Because
It's
there's
like a
bad
felony.
kids on social media that really think these bitches look like that, and they don't. And even when I say this shit to my students, I'm like, these hoes don't look like that. They're like, nah, but nothing. Like, that shit airbrushed to the T. Like, get out of here.
Cap or no cap at Baby Aries. I'm gonna go look at your Abby and see if that's really you. There's 2 E's in Aries. Getting mad at your hair is a whole different kind of anger.
Yo, no cap. This is my life. My life. This is exactly what I'm going through right now. Do I smack my hair?
Like just like.
No, but I contemplate shaving my head off twice a year, every year, probably.
You ain't got a bald head.
Huh? I don't have a bald head.
You don't have the type of head that would.
How you know?
It's just you got a hair head.
I have a hair head?
Yeah.
No, but it's just so frustrating. Like,
Don't
just
show up
not
here, bald.
knowing what to do, not knowing what style I want to do next. Do I want braids? Do I want a wig? Do I want a weave? Do I want a silk press? Do I want to just wear my shit out? When I was doing my roller sets like 2 summers ago, they was real cute, but then it was a lot of maintenance. Am I going to sleep in rollers every night? Like, I literally go through this all the time. Like, I should just shave this shit off. Like, I'm about to pull a Britney, and then I just, like, I get antsy. I had these braids in now for 2 weeks, and I'm about to take them out tomorrow, and I'm going to get tape-ins. And if I don't like the tape-ins, then what am I going to fucking do next? I don't want to wear wigs no more, because 17-year-olds wear wigs, and I don't want to look like one of these young bitches. I want to look like a fucking adult. I don't know what to do. I decided I wanted to lock my hair, and then I found the loctician, and my hair can't be more than 1 to 2 inches long because they do like the extension, so it can't be as long as it is. So then I'll have to cut my hair, and that's a fucking commitment. I don't know what to do. I'm tired of it.
I never heard of it. You need extensions to lock your hair?
No, like, cause you know that starter phase when it's like really short and
Oh,
like
the struggle,
funny looking.
the struggle phase.
I don't like
You
that.
don't
I don't
skip
want the
over it?
struggle phase. I'm not gonna go through nobody's struggle. I make too much money. I work too hard to struggle. Okay, so no. But I figured if I was gonna lock my hair, that I would get the extensions added to it and then let it grow out and then take the extensions out. But then I would have to cut my hair now like half off just so that I can get the extensions because my hair is too long for the extensions. Ghetto.
Cat.
Really? Host?
Lord, when I get old, see.
Oh, now for you?
Don't let me be chewing for no reason.
Old people be
What be going on in old people's mouths,
for
bro?
no, like, why is your mouth moving, bro? For what?
What be going on in y'all mouths?
Repositioning their teeth.
I'm gonna take it real with you. I'm home the other day. I get a phone call. My mother said she fell.
Oh no, not my friend.
Yeah, my mother fell. And the first thing I asked her when she got in the car, when I went to go pick her up, I said, "Why'd you fall?"
Because she old.
She said,
Knees just be buckling for no reason.
I just fell. I said, "But why?" You just fell?
Why you do my friend
I was
like that?
She's like, "Oh yeah," and I hit my head. I said, "So, not only did you fail to walk,
Making her seem like
fail
Like she geriatric for real?
Yeah,
Like,
but that's my thing. You're only 68. You just fell. You're appropriating oldness. You're too young to fall. No, shut up. Yes, no. You don't just fall for no fucking reason. Then you're gonna hit your head. The first thing you do when you fall is do what?
break
Protect your
fall?
fucking head.
Brace yourself, yeah.
You don't just hit your head. What were you doing on the way down? Not only couldn't you fall, you couldn't walk, but you didn't know what to do when you got down. What the fuck is going on here? You fell. You're a failure.
Yo, oh my God. Nah, son.
She was in the car like, you know what? I'm sorry I fell.
Why you do my friend like that? You suck. So you fucking suck.
The next time,
Nigga, you 4 years
if
away
you
from falling yourself,
I don't care.
dummy.
The next time, if you fail one, you don't just get an F on the whole test. Get something right. You either get walking right or you get falling right. Too young for this shit.
Andrew mother fell a couple months ago, and
but why do old people
the
fall?
the funniest thing is I am the emotional one.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're so stoic as a family, like they're not really emotional. So
Mm-hmm.
Andrew's sister is cracking jokes. Andrew like she aight, and I call her. I'm like, are you okay? Do you need anything? Like, I'm almost in tears, and they looking at me like I'm fucked up, and I'm like, yo, mama just fell on the pavement outside in front of IHOP, and y'all don't give a fuck. And I'm sitting here almost in tears. You cracking jokes and you being a dickhead. I don't have the fucking time. That's not nice. Be nice to your mother. Let me call your mother.
She fell outside of IHOP. Don't do that.
No, she did fall outside in front of IHOP. My fucking mother-in-law.
Shout out to the old people out there. I'm just fucking with y'all. I don't mean nothing by it.
My mom's
All right.
accident prone.
Your mom's accident pro too. Yeah, but your mom she
fell between a train and a platform. Like
What
a
the
leg
fuck?
got caught in that shit.
No.
This was like years ago. Like she wasn't even
Really?
that old then.
It's not
I'm
that
like,
funny, Trump.
It's not funny at all. I
Why
mean,
would you say
she's
it's
okay.
not funny?
She didn't fall. She didn't fall on the tracks. It wasn't that bad, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Y'all ain't shit.
Shout out
Because you
to
can
Miss
laugh
Trump.
because she made it out. She's
No,
good.
shout out to Miss Trom. Listen, I love you. You know I love you.
Miss Trom go crazy.
Shout out to all of y'all out there. Loon hit me. I'm pretty sure that he's about to tell me.
I can't wait to next.
Son,
What? What's happening next week?
that he took the dick chocolates. He took
Oh.
the chocolate Thors. We got a
I
new
need
Rock
one.
Hard Gummy product. If you go on to www, shout out to
Oh,
Melly
shit.
for creating our new website, www.rock. rockhardgummies.net. This girl is rockhardgummies.net, and you can get the new juice, the liquid rock hard gummies, or our new chocolate product, Chocolate Thor. If you want to put that hammer down, Trom, I'm telling you right now. You want to add some thunder to your bedroom, some lightning. You want to be the god of fucking
thunder,
penis.
The god of penis go crazy.
God of penis.
Could the gummies and the chocolate have the same effect? Because I don't really like chocolate.
The liquid is nuts, but the liquid is natural. It's very like it's come from Africa and shit like that. So.
Excuse me?
Juices and berries.
The liquid comes from Africa.
What country, my nigga? Don't do this.
It's an African. Melly, am I wrong?
No, she's not wrong.
It just said
I don't
Africa.
know.
It just said the
it's
continent.
mad African words and shit. It's just like, I don't even know what to do with this. I actually had her. She had to like research and to make sure what the fuck it says on the bottles. It's nuts. Well, there's no nuts in it if you have a nut allergy. And go to rockhardgummies.net and check it out. We got a new website and everything. Shout out to Tierra from Atlanta, the Tea House Design Studio. Love you. Love y'all all. Y'all gonna be mad? Because this week was crazy. Mm-hmm. Fuck you then. So shameless.
This is fucking nonsense. Let me.
That nigga be crispy. Yeah, hey, I'm shameless, so shameless. When my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take a girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at cheese, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, that ass be poking. I'm sitting in the front, cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D.